What happens when you take zombie movies, musicals, a stacked cast including Jeffrey Dean Morgan, David Carradine, and a future powerhouse horror director, and blend the whole thing together with a budget that would barely cover catering on most studio horror films? You get the best horror comedy you've probably never seen. Today, we're digging up 2004's Dead and Breakfast. The story in this one is pretty simple. 6 friends are traveling by RV to their friend's wedding. They get lost because this is 2004 and we didn't have cell phones that doubled as GPS devices. They're forced to stay at a bed and breakfast in a weird small town. And before long, some gnarly shit starts to happen. Our protagonists have to take shelter in the bed and breakfast and fend off a horde of the undead. It's pretty standard stuff in the story department, but where this one shines is its humor.
Say, David!
This is a great line.
Did you ever tell Kate that you fucked my cousin?
That is so wrong.
What the hell did he say?
I love that.
Nothing, baby. He just said none of these guys possessed, for Christ's sake. So you don't listen to him?
Its practical effects and zombie carnage, and its musical numbers.
I like hemoglobin in my mouth, your frontal lobe until I spit it out, yo.
Yes, you heard that right. This movie is part musical.
What are they doing?
They're dancing.
There's an in-universe narrator with his own band that shows up throughout the movie, including a full choreographed dance number during a climactic zombie siege.
Guts to spill, you know the deal, 'cause we so alive when we kill.
I mean, look at that shit. It's an insane creative decision and it's just as ridiculous as it sounds, but it's part of the movie's charm. Now let's get back to the cast because this thing is fucking stacked. We've got David Carradine, who was just in Kill Bill the year prior. We've got Jeffrey Dean Morgan having the time of his life playing the sheriff. Jeremy Sisto, fresh off being killed in Wrong Turn. Gina Phillips, fresh off surviving The Creeper. Diedrich Bader, who was taking a break from teaching self-defense. Portia de Rossi pops in as the bride everyone's trying to get to. And who is that playing the possessed ringleader? Why, it's none other than Oz Perkins, who you may know better as the director of Longlegs, The Black Coat's Daughter, The Monkey, Keeper, and probably 5 other movies by the time you watch this video. Oh, and what's that name I see in the credits as the composer? Brian Vander Ark, aka the singer of The Verve Pipe. Yes, the guy that sang The Freshman was the composer for this movie, and even has a small cameo. That's a wild group of people together in one tiny indie flick. And don't let the fact that this is part musical fool you into thinking that it's soft when it comes to gore, because there's a ton of gnarly practical effects in this. So much, in fact, that the film originally landed an NC-17 rating and had to cut roughly 15 seconds out to get an R rating. The special effects crew was made up of people who would go on to have huge careers in the industry, making the effects for stuff like Megan, Halloween Ends, Westworld, Captain Marvel, Del Toro's Frankenstein, and dozens more. That talent definitely shows on screen here. So how has a movie like this flown so under the radar? It premiered in March 2004 at the South by Southwest Film Festival and had a solid international festival run. Unfortunately, it took almost a year and a half to actually get released. In August 2005, it had a small, limited theatrical release before its larger DVD premiere in September. So it essentially went direct to video. With a budget of only $500,000, which was already being squeezed to its limit with that cast and its practical effects, it was clear that it wouldn't have a lot of marketing support. But beyond that, it came out at a rough time. In 2004 alone, we got Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead remake, Shaun of the Dead, and Resident Evil Apocalypse. Land of the Dead came out the following June. And that's not counting all the direct-to-video zombie flicks that came out in between in the same period. By September 2005, it's possible that genre fans were just burnt out on zombies and weren't in the mood for a goofy, over-the-top one with musical interludes. I was not one of those people. I remember buying this when it first came out and I loved it right away. It's gloriously unhinged and a shitload of fun. And that's exactly what you want out of a horror comedy. It's not a bad movie that deserved to get buried. It's a genuinely fun one that showed up during a competitive time for zombies with a fraction of the money and none of the buzz. But the good thing is, you can watch this bad boy on Tubi right now for free. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. It's a total blast. Let me know what you think of it. And let me know what other forgotten gems should be covered on here. Peace out, and don't get possessed by the Kuman Thong.